When my kids and I go to McDonald's, we see the little Ronald McDonald house. I was like, oh, that's the thing that helps support. So like they're getting money out of their pocket and putting all their coins in there.
Texan Jason Delgado and his family never planned to have an extended stay in the Twin Cities. But life circumstances brought them here. Jason and his wife adopted a son from Russia, knowing he had a rare skin disease called epidermal isis bullosa, or EB for short. It leaves his skin susceptible to injuries.
The first time I saw him get a dressing change and seeing one of his legs and it just looked like a raw piece of meat, I mean, I almost blacked out because it was really rough, and just to see all the stuff he went through. And so at that point, we had already decided to adopt him. And so at that point, your kind of parent instinct kicks in, like, well, whatever I can do for my child, that's what I'm going to do.
The Delgados moved to provide their son Anton with first-rate medical treatment. They've been staying at the Ronald McDonald House on the U of M campus since March. He finds comfort spending time with other families in similar circumstances.
There is a camaraderie amongst even the people down here, because everyone's here for some kind of special medical procedure. So it's an easy way to get to know people, and you wind up having a lot of the same experiences, like, oh yeah, I went to that doctor, yeah, I had to wait in the waiting room for 4 hours today, or my kid's sick again in the hospital.
The Ronald McDonald House provides families like the Delgados living more than 60 miles from the Twin Cities a place to stay. With the U of M Children's Hospital just minutes away, it's convenient, and staff and volunteers provide families all the amenities of home.
You took everything else that I would have worried about off my list so I could just focus on my child and getting them back to health. And that's incredibly powerful to know that you're able to give that gift to families.
The house was purchased 36 years ago and has 48 rooms. There's a school, internet, exercise equipment, a touchscreen computer monitor with the day's activities, and free laundry service. In addition to fully stocked pantries, every night volunteers prepare a home-cooked meal.
It's just a great way to give something to people who are in a position of needing it, needing some help and some, a little TLC, which means tacos, lettuce, and cheese.
For the second year, employees from Uptown Dermatology are taking over the main kitchen. Adeline Danforth started the tradition. She stayed at the house with her young son for 3 nights when he was sick with the fever.
It was hard, you really, as a parent, you can try to put yourself in their position. You can't until you are, but I just thought that having a place like Ronald McDonald House, if I was in their situation more long term, how incredible it really is.
All these kids that are going through an illness, they're kids.
CEO John Stanek says families from around the world stay at the house.
Saudi Arabia.
And even though not every ending is a happy one, families are always grateful.
Even though they've been through an awful time with their children's illness, and in some cases when they lose their children, universally what they express is appreciation that this organization was there for them. A pretty common comment from a lot of parents is, I never thought I would need something like the Ronald McDonald House, but when my child became ill, I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there.
Good job!